on another episode of Elections Have Consequences. If this Trump-supported bill passes, my county will lose its local hospital, or might lose its local hospital, because of cuts in funding that this bill will do. Unfortunately, that won't be the only hospital that may close down. They may close down, which I wrote down some numbers. 338 hospitals nationwide are at risk of closing down if this bill passes. And in many of these communities, including mine, a very rural community, there is no nearby hospital to take the slack. If my hospital closes down, the nearest emergency room or emergency care will go from about 5 minutes away to almost an hour away, about 40 minutes to get to the nearest hospital other than this one. So it'll be because ATVs, for example, is very popular here. An ATV accident happens. Care just came from 5 minutes away to over 40 minutes away, which means people will die. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. People will die because of this bill. Even if my hospital does not close down because of this bill, which could be, is not will. Or might is not will. There will be hospitals that will close down because of this bill. It's just a matter of how many. And these hospitals will likely be very rural. Ironically, like my county, very red. And they'll be very screwed when that happens. Sadly enough. My county, which I don't know the exact numbers, but I think 80% voted for Trump, or very close to it, high 70s, low 80s, voted for Trump. Very, very MAGA county, voted to have their hospital taken away, or the possibility to have their hospital taken away. And if it does get taken away, they voted for that. You can say, we didn't vote for that. Yes, you did. You voted for a person that has policies that will have that shit taken away from you. You know, and we're not even getting. Thing is, a lot of these rural hospitals, they rely on Medicaid. They rely on Medicare to a lower extent, which both is being cut. I don't know exactly how Medicare. I think Medicare is being cut by a couple $100,000. Medicaid is being cut by almost $1 trillion by this bill. You know, my state, they say 65,000 people, and I don't live in a big state. You know, there's a little over 1 million people in my state. It's not a very big state. 65,000 people are projected to lose coverage because of this bill, if this bill passes. This big, beautiful bill, which doesn't sound beautiful to me. A bill that's going to close lifelines is not beautiful at all. A bill that's going to deny coverage to 65,000 people in my state. And that's just my state. And it's not a very big state. It's not beautiful in my eyes. That is a very, very, very ugly bill. And this is just the Medicaid cuts. I can get into the other cuts that this is going to do. This bill is disastrous to the poor. People may go, oh, I'm not on Medicaid, it doesn't matter. Problem is, a lot of your hospitals you go to is funded by Medicaid, a lot. And they will close down. And then you have no hospital, and you have to go 40 minutes away to see if something happens to you. Something really bad happens to you. You get in a car accident, you may bleed to death before you get to the hospital, because now a hospital is the nearest hospital is in a different county. Other than the hospital that, if If the hospital is close to me closes down, the nearest hospital is in a different county. That's just the honest truth. It's in a different county. I guess that's it. Like I said, elections have consequences. Until next time, YouTube, take care.